What is going on, everyone? This is Carlo here at Magna Crypto, back again for another video. Today we're doing an end of week market breakdown, so we're looking at 8 coins. The market is finally looking bullish again, so we can all rejoice. All these green candles are beautiful to witness. So let's not waste any time and get straight to breaking down this market. Cue the intro. Before we get started, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and like this video. Would very much appreciate that. It doesn't cost anything. And also just drop a random comment just to help the engagement for the channel. And also, if you want to learn the fundamentals, go ahead and click the link for crypto. Go ahead and click the link in the description to enroll to the course. And also, if you want to join my private Telegram group, completely free, then click the link in the description. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the market. Firstly, before we get into the weekly, this is actually the 1st of August, so we have just closed the July candle, so this is very bullish, and now we have officially created a low. So a swing low has been formed after the swing high from March until May. This is a good thing, especially on the monthly candle, because there's a lot more accuracy with all that price data within it. So this holds a lot of weight now that we've created a low, and that low is at 35,000. So if we do end up going back down again, there's a good chance that this is going to hold as support on the monthly candle. And also, if you look at the wicks on the monthly, they all close around 28,000. So this area right here that's going to be the weekly support, but this is a very, very important area. 3 rejections of this area and now we're reversing. Now on the monthly, again, we are at a wick resistance level, literally just on the edge of that, as you can see, at 41,000. So if we're able to break past this properly, we've already tried at 42, then there's a good chance that we could break up all the way until 47.
Really?
Where you can see this next wick support. So now let's move over to the weekly time frame. What a beautiful sight this is. Again, on the weekly, we have a low forming at 31,000. If you look at it, if you zoom out a little bit, you can see this was support at 35,000, and this kind of looks like a false breakout. So it broke below, massive dump, and then instantly reversed back above this week. So it looks like a false breakout, and now we are above a resistance level of 38,000. It looks like we're going to close above this for the week. So what would be bullish to see is if we reverse and then retest 38 as support and then kick on. That would be a very bullish thing to see. And the other thing is the next major level of resistance is going to be around 45, where this support level lies. So that's what we're waiting on. Into the next, looking at the next week. But all in all, this is of course bullish to see. It does look like the reversal is finally on. As I said, what would be extra confirmation would be a reclaim of this resistance and turn it into support, and then that would really allow it to kick on up to the upside, maybe consolidate in this region before kicking on upwards. What would be the bearish case would be if we broke back below 38 and then of course retested 34, 35, and that would be a bearish thing to see, of course. And then if that didn't hold as support, level 2 bearish case. So if we drop below that and go down towards 32, that would be even more bearish. So that's what we don't want to see. Moving over to Ethereum. The falling wedge pattern that I had drawn a few weeks ago is continuing to go to the upside. The target I had for a long time, as I mentioned, was this level of 26. If it managed to break out of this falling wedge, then 27, this level right here, would be the target. And where are we now? 26, 28. So I mean, just shy of that target. It's probably going to continue on, only small rejection from this level. I think it's probably continue on to actually hit the target. But if you invested at this level around 1900, this would be a good time to take a bit of profit. And then wait for the retracement perhaps towards 2300. I mean, worst case would be down to the apex of this falling wedge, which is 1900. So that's what could happen. But very bullish. As I said, the breakouts happened beautifully. The next thing that I'll be looking out for is probably a retest of the next support level of 2300. If it continues to go on the upside and breaks above 2700, of course we would want to see a retest of 2700, but I don't know, I think that's less likely to happen than the retest of 2300. So let's see how that happens. Let's have a quick look at ETH BTC before we continue on to the altcoins. So you can see ETH BTC, it's not quite a falling wedge, but you can see lower highs being created and lower lows. So it's a similar pattern as Ethereum is showing, somewhat of a downwards channel. You can see it's just heading downwards, maybe a bullish flag. So potentially what could happen is a breakout to the upside and ETH to gain even more momentum. However, also on the flip side, it's tested a important key level, this support level right here and these levels right here. So this is a key level of support. What could happen is, as it's tested it now, if it breaks below this area, then BTC could end up taking more dominance from Ethereum, and Bitcoin could start to go even higher, rally even higher, essentially sucking the energy from Ethereum. Essentially, so that is a possibility, and it does make some sense, because of course from here you can see Ethereum was going up and up and up, increasing in dominance against Bitcoin for a while. So there is a chance that Ethereum could now be losing some dominance towards Bitcoin. Let's have a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. Maybe this can show us. So again, this is showing in the Bitcoin dominance charts. Bitcoin went to an all-time low of 40.9%, and now you can see it's starting to reverse. And I did mention this a few weeks ago, as we were still in the depths of the correction, that Bitcoin's probably going to lead this rally, and it is doing so. You can see this looks like a nice reversal pattern. Not really a clear pattern, but it's somewhat of a rising wedge. If it is able to get past this level right here, around 50% essentially, if it's able to get past this, then Bitcoin will in fact take more and more dominance from the rest of the market, but mainly Ethereum, because Ethereum is the biggest altcoin. So if it's able to get past this, then I would say Bitcoin will indeed suck all the energy from the rest of the market. However, if it breaks below this pattern, which is like a bearish pattern really, then the altcoins, Ethereum, will continue to take dominance, and altcoin season will in fact commence once again. So now let's have a look at some of the altcoins. First we'll have a look at Polkadot. Polkadot, beautiful reversal as well. It tapped $10, which was marked out, a very important level. $10, bullish candle, and instantly reversed. And now it's finding resistance at $17 and some change. This is an important level. You can see here it closed and formed a low at $18, and over here as well it closed and formed a high just below, or at $18 as well. So now it's finding resistance there. What we're bullish to see is if it reversed and then found support at the next support zone at $16, which also coincides with a high formed around $15.90. So if it reverses, finds support there, and then continues to go to the upside, then I can see $18 being broken, and then $24 would be the next major level. Very clear to see. You can see these nice highs and lows. So it's very easy to kind of predict where the next resistance level will be, the next targets. Clear highs, clear lows. So that would be the next level that I can see Polkadot heading to next. You can see massive rejection here. Tried to get to $20, got rejected. Now, as I said, support is at $16. So let's see how it progresses in the next week. Next, we'll have a look at Cardano. Cardano actually performed relatively well during the correction, not shedding too much weight. Even from June, it only went down about, what, up to this point is about 20%, but down to the lows, 29, 30, 40%, compared to some that went down like 50, 60%. So now Cardano is above an important high of $1.30. It's just above there now, just broken above that consolidation region here from the low of 105 until 130. So if it's able to stay above this and reclaim 130 to 130 as support, then we can see it attack the next couple of targets of 145 and then up there at 166. Also, if you've got this trend line in play, clear trend line, multiple touches supporting it, so this is a good thing. The next thing, as I said, we want to see is for it to close above 130, 132 and then push on towards 145. So Cardano is looking good, it's looking bullish. It has done so for the past few weeks. Again, a very bullish candle right here, testing the low at 104, 105, and now it's probably got enough juice to keep going to 145 until 167. Next, we'll have a look at FTT token for the FTX exchange. Of course, as many of you know, I'm a massive fan of everything Sam Bankman-Fried creates. And this token is one I've been holding for a long time. It's definitely a hodl coin. I see it as a competitor towards Binance coin, so I think it's got a big future. And you can see the FTX exchange, the better it does, the better this coin does. So you can see the entire company that is formed, just keeps getting better and better. So this coin will indeed gain more value as it continues. So you can see that it was consolidating in this region since late May. False breakout below here for a week or two, and then back above, and then created that support level once again at 26.25. Now it's able to push on. It's just broken above an important resistance level of 34. However, it's not broken past it convincingly. So if it finishes above there for the week, I'd want to see a big push to the upside towards $42. If it doesn't push on strongly next week, then it may end up going back below, back to the support level at 25, 26. So at the moment, I would say it's a bullish candle these last 2 weeks, but still we want to see a strong push to get past this resistance, or it might end up being a false breakout like over here. So I'll be looking closely how it performs next week. Now, of course, I can't do a market breakdown without looking at AGIX. So AGIX, as mentioned in the previous video I think I did on Friday, it's looking quite bullish. Of course, this is a small cap coin, so there's going to be massive whips like this, huge demand pushing it up. At the moment though, it's at a resistance level, a level created at 21 cents. So it needs to get past this convincingly, which it hasn't done yet, for me to become more bullish. At the moment, it could end up reversing back down towards the 618 level at 18 cents, or even lower down to 15 cents. But because it's at this level, it hasn't really broken past it convincingly. It needs to push on a little bit. If it can push on next week, then I can see it tap that high again at 24, 25 cents, and potentially further towards the 0.27 level at 27 cents. So now it's basically at a limbo. It could go further up, it could go further down. I would say with the momentum of the market now, probably it's leaning towards the upside because the whole market is bullish. But of course, we need to see confirmation first before we become fully bullish. But just kind of reiterate, it is in a bullish momentum. These two candles, as you can see, quite bullish, massive demand. But this is a small cap coin. We can never forget this. So it could easily just slap all the way down. But I would say I'm leaning towards the bulls. And next target would be 24-25 cents. Penultimate coin, Cosmos Atom. So with the rest of the market, it is looking bullish. Nice bullish hammerhead right here, and it's broken above a key support level at 11 cents and some change. Now there is some overhead resistance, this counter trend line. So it's found some resistance there and may end up reversing down to 11 and some change to find some support. However, it's only a small level of resistance, so it might just next week it might just break past and then head towards the next target of $15. So we're gonna have to see how it performs next week. But what we want to see, if it turns around, is for it to find support at $11 and some change right here. At the very least, $10 and some change right there. But I would say with this massive hammerhead, it's unlikely that it's going to go below $11.60. So let's see how it does in the next week. But of course, the bulls are in control. What would add extra confirmation is a break above this trend line and perhaps a retest as well. Lastly, we'll have a look at QNT USDT. This had a massive week this week and also some of last week. Going all the way down from the wick, it went up 200%. So huge last few weeks, massive green candle. It was consolidating in this area. Well, after some bullish throughout the correction, and there was a small correction here, but massive bullish momentum from this point. Went up 175%. Found some resistance, but then found some support at $70. Massive bullish wick right here, and then it went to the upside. So there isn't too much right now we can say because it is in uncharted territory. It's now finding its next resistance level. I would say when it's in this level, when it's forming new all-time highs, you have to look at the key numbers, the round numbers. The next big round number would be 200. So what I can see happening is for people to either take some profit at around 200, or maybe it could shoot past 200 and then instantly start to reverse. So I would want to see how it reacts around the 200 level. If you're in this trade, I would probably take some profit around 190 to 200. You want to kind of beat everyone else taking profit, because when the price gets close to 200, that's when people are going to look to take some money out, potentially wait for the retrace and then get back in. So I'm going to be eyeing the 200 level, and then we could see potentially if it rejects from that level, then I would probably want to see where it ends up. But I would use the Fibonacci, maybe look to get back in around 135, 150, because this is definitely a parabolic move. These two massive green candles, so there's going to be some kind of correction. Now if it shoots past 200 convincingly, then I would say maybe it's going to carry on towards 220, 250, and then it can start retracing. So we'll have to see how it reacts around the 200 level. So that'll be it for this week. A very bullish week, bullish setups all across the board. I didn't see any kind of bearish looking ones. Naturally, the whole market is bullish, so it's going to continue. Hopefully next week we can have another bullish week, and that would proper cement this reversal. It would cement that we're back on bull run mode, and then we can start looking upwards towards new all-time highs across the board. But of course we need to wait a little bit longer for confirmation. But as I said, we're leaning on the bullish side, so we can be a bit more relaxed now that the correction could finally be over. So that'll be it for this week. See you in the next one. Peace.